Welcome everyone to Merkaba Energy Healing. So today we are back with another pick a card reading, and we are asking Spirit about your next great love. We're going to get the energy of the relationship, signs that they're coming in, and advice from Spirit about possibly how we can call them in faster. So we have 3 piles with 3 lovely, lovely crystals. I just want to say love readings are always very charged, and so other people's energies can muddy the field a little bit. So this is one of those readings where taking a moment to take a breath before you select your pile would probably benefit you. With all that being said, here are the 3 piles. The first group with message 1 has this lovely card with the petrified wood with a little bit of cat hair attached. Maybe that's meaningful. I'll show you the other side. Love this stone. Okay. Group 2 with message number 2, we have this card. And we have this lovely aragonite. And finally, group number 3 with message 3, we have this card with the Bolivianite. So take a moment, take that deep breath that I recommended. And when you are ready, you can go to the timestamps in the description box below to find your reading, and I will see you over there. Welcome, group number 1. Today we are asking our highest and best spirit guides only about your next great love. We are going to ask about the energy of the relationship to start, which is the significator card. Then we'll get signs that they are coming in, anything that will signify any energies that you will feel that they're coming in, and then advice from Spirit. This is definitely more of a singles reading, I would say, but if the reading calls to you and you want to listen to it, by all means. I also want to just thank you guys who have been sending well wishes my way. It's really strengthening for me, so thank you so very much. I'm just going to quickly connect with my spirit guides. I'm doing my invocations much more quickly now. Calling in my highest and best spirit guides to please guide me in this reading for the highest and best good of collective number 1. Please show me the energy of their next great love. So the card that okay, first of all, the energy that I'm feeling coming in is so powerful. Like power couple energy. I don't mean to sound trite, but you feel like 2 strong individuals that are just stronger together, but stronger in your own right. You're both very independent people. Yeah, I'm hearing the words fiercely independent, sometimes to a fault, my guides are saying. They're saying now it is time to bring in another person. They're showing me the numbers 40s, so this might be my group who have been out of a relationship for a longer period, really got their footing, really got their grounding, really developed their sense of self. I'm hearing sturdy. There's a sturdiness to you. And now you are softening, you're opening up your hearts more to allowing another person in, knowing that this person is not going to take from your energy. They're simply going to complement it, I'm hearing. So this group is definitely seeking some kind of balance in love that perhaps you did not experience either before in a romantic relationship or previously in any kind of relationship. I'm hearing that some of you might have felt disappeared in previous relationships where it was difficult for you to keep your grounding or keep your footing. And so you've been building the sturdiness. They're highlighting the middle of this, these scales here as your spine, that you have found your spine, your strength. There's so many messages for you guys. I'm just trying to catch my breath here a little bit. Okay, my guides, can you just slow down for one moment? Okay, so they want me to just go to the petrified wood. This is very beautiful. Petrified wood is a fusion between fossilized wood and crystal or minerals. So the fossilized wood actually becomes mineralized over time. And so there's a double meaning to this. Historically, there might have been a kind of fusion where you lost yourself in previous relationships and you didn't know where the wood and where the crystal was, so to speak, in not a balanced way. But the petrified wood is here to show you that you can fuse in love again and not lose yourself. You could still see the grains of wood through the crystal. So there is something about this idea of balance and fusion in this relationship that I think is going to feel brand new for many of you, where you're going to feel altogether yourself as well as being connected and held with by another person. Petrified wood, it really holds the energy of grounding, certainly, right? Because it's wood, it comes from the earth. So I am getting the sense that the energy of this relationship is going to feel very grounded. I am getting the sense that previously many people in this group, many of you might have felt destabilized, not necessarily just in your last relationships, but in life in general recently. Is that a yes, my guides? So they're highlighting half of my leg, so that's probably for about half of you. For those of you who don't know, I get a yes on my right leg. It lights up. So half of it just lit up. Now there's a couple of interesting things with the petrified wood in the card. So here we have these scales and it's a balance between love and these books. So I am wondering if some of you might have put your careers front and center in your life, in your lives. You might have really been pursuing something that felt very important to you. I'm hearing the word inspired. So in recent years, your sense of inspiration about what you want to do in this life, so to speak, what you want to pursue might have risen. They just showed me the King of Wands there. No, they're correcting me, the Knight of Wands, not the King of Wands, the Knight of Wands. The pursuit of something passionate. Yeah, they just told me the King of Wands energy is different, even though the meaning is similar. Okay. So there's this brightly chariot moving forward with regards to something that you were interested in pursuing. Some of you, they're showing me a small percent of that you might have been pursuing some spiritual knowledge, because those of you who resonate with that, the petrified wood carries ancient earth knowledge that you might be tapping into at this time that might increase significantly when you meet up with your next great love. So some of you might have been working on your careers and really been imbibing in something that you feel passionate about, and now you're feeling balanced and steady in that area of your life enough that you can bring love in now. But my guides are saying, if you want love, ask first if you feel stable and calm with regards to your career, your habits, your passionate pursuits, because if you don't, love may not yet come in. There might be a bit of, not a delay, but what feels like a delay. That might be the area where some kind of balance needs to be attended to, I'm hearing. Very good. Okay, let's turn over the card. So when I asked these cards, I asked, show me the overarching energy of this great love. Great, so we have balance. Balance time together and apart, respecting each other's need for independence, right? With balance as our compass, we navigate our unity. Beautiful. So I actually didn't remember any of these words. I read these a while ago, which a lot of you know. I'll pull the cards and then I'll clean the slate so that when I come into the reading, I don't have any information except for, the picture here. So again, the two of you seem to be very fiercely independent individuals, and that might have been why love is coming in a little later, so to speak, in quotes, because there's no, love will never come late. It will always come at exactly the right time, I believe anyway. And so maybe that's what you've been trying to do, is balance your attention to other important things in your life. They're showing me somebody who has been caregiving for an elder. So maybe you've been very generous in spirit or giving a lot to other people. In other words, that can be literal, someone caregiving for an elder, or it could also be someone giving a lot of their time to other people and not giving enough to themselves. But again, it could be with regards to your work, given those books that we saw on the other side and just my intuitive knowing there. So this relationship is going to really be marked by this, hearing interdependence. Very interesting. So there's a connected energy with respect to your independence. You're going to come together because you respect each other's independent lives, independent opinions, independent thoughts. And instead of there being a collision or an entanglement, there's simply going to be a union, kind of like a side by side. They're showing me a lot of Saturnian energy here. I don't know if I'm speaking to any Capricorns here, but I am getting this sense of there being a natural rhythm in your everyday lives. Like someone goes in to take a shower, the other person goes prepare the breakfast, and then there's a switching out and someone feeds the dog or takes the dog for a walk. There's this feeling of very, how do I say this? A rhythm in everyday tasks, your everyday routines. I just heard that some of you might have your solar return this year, and that might be one of the signs that your person is coming in. I know a lot of people curse the year of your solar return, but not your solar return, your Saturn return, I'm sorry. But they just mentioned that that might be a year that love is coming in. Yeah, so balance is a big feature for this relationship, and why it's coming in now rather than previously, because you must have worked on this a great deal. So let's get some more information. I just was not sure which deck to use. They're telling me this one. Okay. Can we get just a little bit more energy of this relationship, of this next great love? Anything, Spirit, you want to tell us about this great love? What else would you like to tell group number 1 about this next great love? Oops. Sorry if I just hit the table there. Okay. 2, no. They're telling me to shuffle one more time. So that's funny. I just felt a little out of balance. The deck was upside down. So just note anywhere in your life where you're feeling any kind of imbalance. Any imbalance, because that can be something that can be delaying somebody coming in. Just want to note that. Okay, Spirit, show me that which is kind, clear, and accurate for group number 1 regarding their next great love. Show me very clearly, please. Okay. We have the Hanged Woman, or the Hanged One. I just heard I'm waiting for you. Oh my goodness. So this one just turned on its side. That's interesting. Knight of Swords. And bottom of the deck, we have Strength. So let me just ask Spirit to please walk me through these cards for the energy of the relationship. So I just heard something is taking a turn. Okay, they're showing me a very interesting story here. They're showing me the Seven of Swords as some kind of worry energy. The way this woman is looking back on these three people, there's this sense of people are talking about me. People are talking about me behind my back. Feeling as if you're in the dark about what people think and feel about you. So, it's very interesting. So with the hanged man or the hanged woman, they're saying that you are starting to see yourself differently. Instead of allowing yourself to be dictated in some way by how others view you, you're trying to find a new way to perceive yourself. You're trying to get some clarity about your identity, your sense of yourself. And this is strengthening you to bring this person in. I don't know why they're showing me a story about you, but that's what's coming out. Your imbalance might have been with regards to your sense of security, your sense of worth, what you have to offer people. Because I kept hearing, stop looking over your shoulder or looking back, looking over your shoulder or looking back. There's this sense of needing to gain perspective on your worthiness, on what you have to offer, and getting so clear on that so as to bring this new person in. Strength is about making friends with parts of yourself that you might not necessarily like. And in this case, this part of you that is afraid of what people are going to think. It does make me wonder if the person that is coming in is going to be different than your normal type, or somehow someone that maybe your family wouldn't approve of, maybe a different religion, a different race, a different creed, etc. I am getting this sense that you're concerned about something with regards to coming into unionship. I'm also getting this feeling again, is this person going to take away my independence? We have another book here. This feeling of I am pursuing my studies, I'm pursuing my career. Are they going to get in the way of that? That's how I'm feeling from this spread. So I feel like we're getting the guidance now or the advice now. So what I'd like to do, since I always follow Spirit, is I'd like to ask Spirit, should my group number ones release any fears or beliefs around insecurity, around what other people think, around whether or not love would rob them of their independence, okay? Show me about the love that's coming in for them. Temperance. How crazy is that? We have another balance card. You are going to come into balance. I got a big yes on that, okay? So should you release these beliefs, you're going to come into balance. And they're showing me with this owl's open wing, you're then going to be ready for love. This is actually very important for you guys. Tell me more, please. Tell me more about if they do all of this, they come into balance again, temperance, judgment, okay? Very, very clearly, you are going to step into a new life. You're going to step into a new life. Let me get some more information on judgment. Please give me some more information about judgment. The moon. Wow. First of all, look at these major arcana. Okay, so this, you remember how I said at the beginning that this relationship feels, the energy of the relationship feels really strong? With major arcana, I'm seeing that for those of you who want it, this incoming relationship is a soulmate. This is everything that you have been dreaming about. This is going to be a past life relationship, I heard. Very intuitive connection. This person can be a water sign. For those of you who are earth, there might be this sense of balance between the two signs here. Okay, I'm hearing it. Okay. So they're showing me that some of you have been in your head a lot about what you've been worried about, let's just say. And what they're showing me is that when you come into union with this great love, it's going to feel more like you're in your intuition rather than your mind. The more you balance your energy, the more your intuition is going to rise and lead you to this person. And then we have the Knight of Cups. That's literally what they just said. This, oh my goodness, once you move into balance and more into your intuition, you're going to meet your person, Knight of Cups. This person is coming in. Now, I want to get signs that this person is coming in. They want me to use a tarot deck first before we go to the oracles. Which one should I use? Yeah, Catacord? Okay. No. Interesting. Okay. So let's get some signs before your person enters. Okay. Even though we have quite a bit of information here already, let's get signs that this person, like right before they're coming in, you might see literal scales or something that indicates balance. I just heard somebody in a yoga class. You might meet them in a yoga class, okay? So show me, my guides, very clearly signs that their person is coming in. Signs that their person is coming in, please. Signs that their person is coming in, okay? And we have Judgment again. So we have Temperance and Balance, and we have 2 Judgment cards. So guys, there's a very clear message here about balance, bringing you into a whole new chapter in your life that is going to bring in your divine counterpart or this great next love. I'm calling it a divine counterpart because that's what this reading denotes to me. The sign that they're coming in. The first thing I'm getting with the Judgment card is that you might hear a song from your teens or your early adult years that you haven't heard in a long time, like when you're walking around a supermarket, something like this. You might hear a song that you just haven't heard in a really long time that's going to spark something in you, that's going to make you excited, almost bring you back to life without it sounding so dramatic. But you might do a little dance when you hear it, you might smile, you might sing along with it. Some of you also might pick up an instrument that you used to play but haven't played in a long time, or you might start playing an instrument. So you might engage in some music in a new way, and that might be what comes right before you meet your person. What other signs? What other signs? I just heard Montana for some reason. Montana and Wyoming. I don't know what that means for someone here, maybe. Ooh, and then we have the Emperor. So the Emperor is really this card of stoicism and strength. So I'm getting this sense that when you feel much more in your power, much more balanced and in your power, that's also going to be a signal that this person is coming in. Let me ask my guides a little bit more, please, about the Emperor energy and the signs that this person is coming in. So first of all, they're highlighting the number 4. We have 2 and then 4. But 4 they're highlighting, which I did, my attention wasn't there. possibly Aries with the Rams. What else do you want to tell us about the Emperor card? Okay, for some of you, it's when you get promoted at work. When you get promoted, they're telling me the rest of your life is getting promoted. Okay, that's for just a few of you. Let's get another sign. Sorry, these cards are not lining up. Can we get another sign for my group number ones? Sorry if I say the wrong group number. I do that all the time. My group number ones. Any other signs that their person is coming in? Signs that this person is coming in. Okay, yeah. Oh my, guys, I can't even take it. I mean, you can't make it up. You have judgment, justice, temperance, balance. You have every card on the table that says balance here. Scales. I wasn't even sure if I was going to post this reading because it's not the kind of reading that's like gushing and oh my God, but I am definitely going to post this reading. So now we have 2, 4, and 11. Probably the best numbers that you can get in a relationship reading. When you feel, okay, let me just ask about justice because we do have 2 people in red here. So you're feeling very grounded, very rooted before this person comes in. These kind of feel like divine counterparts, even though it's not the Emperor and the Empress. These are both very strong, stoic, in their power people. And with the Justice card and the Sword, it's very similar to here, the King of Swords. So this does feel, again, like a divine counterpart. But let me just ask my guides about this sign here. I just heard, I just heard jury duty. Oh no. I hate jury duty, even though I know it's necessary. So some of you might get a letter that you're going for jury duty, and that will be a significant sign that your person is coming in. Okay. Okay, they're showing me a very funny instance that I experienced. So when I went to jury duty last, it was probably 15 years ago or something, or I don't know, yeah, 12 years ago. There was a guy sitting next to me who was one of the members of the Beastie Boys. So because they mentioned a song, if any of you like the Beastie Boys or you hear a song by the Beastie Boys, that could be a sign because they just showed that to me. Or something around Brooklyn. Anything else regarding justice? My guides in terms of a sign that this person is coming in. Oh, okay. So they said that this person might be a lawyer. Very straightforward there. So if you meet somebody who is a lawyer, because earlier they said that this person may not be your usual type, so you might kind of write them off. But if they're a lawyer, just don't write them off, right? Because there's definitely a sign here that this might be your person. I do see like lots of red, and while that denotes a lot of rootedness, a lot of being in your power, just like the petrified wood, the color red in general might be significant. And also, this was the only card that had this much red in it, okay? I'm astounded by all of the synchronicity. Now, I want to get a final oracle card for you guys. What else do you want to tell my group number ones about this next great love? Okay, tradition. Create traditions for 2, continuing the flame of love. So what did I say, you guys? This is definitely a divine union. So I'm sorry if you guys are just kind of dating and looking for next great love, but not the permanence of love, like marriage and kids and the whole 9 or whatever commitment is to you. This probably isn't your reading, because this card always tells me this person is going to be loyal. I'm hearing they're in it for the long haul. They want to grow old with you. And it's very interesting that it says create traditions for 2, continuing the flame of love, because I do have the sense with all of this balance, justice, judgment, that you guys are going to create a life full of traditions that are decidedly different than the ones with which both of you grew up. Even if the 2 of you grew up with different traditions, neither of you are really going to follow the traditions of your family of origins in large part. Maybe some values you'll pass on, but I don't think a lot of the religious traditions or conservative traditions you're going to be passing on. Let's get one more card for you guys. Anything else, please, regarding this relationship that you want to tell them? Anything else that you want to tell them? Okay, we have 2, so we'll take them. Oh, this is so crazy that, you know, sometimes I really I don't judge myself. I second guess myself. I saw a gift before. I don't remember where or why, but I saw someone giving you a gift. Adorn the everyday with surprises, keeping the freshness alive. I did get a sense, first of all, that you might get a gift. I should have said it before. I don't know where I saw that. That's very frustrating for me as a reader, that I second guessed that. Okay. So someone might send you a gift. You might have a secret admirer. If you've had your eyes on someone, they might surprise you with a gift. They just showed me Valentine's Day. So you could meet them around Valentine's Day, or they can give you a gift around Valentine's Day. You might also meet them at a birthday party, I just heard. I wasn't even asking about where you'd meet them, but okay. So, okay. So they're saying there's some advice there that if you're invited to something, go. If you tend to be a homebody or you don't date very much, if you're invited to some kind of get-together, go. They're also saying that if you're invited to something where you're required to bring a gift, don't buy it online, go shopping in a store. Let yourself be visible. And then we have the dragonfly transformation. So the dragonfly could be a prominent sign for you guys. And we have transformation. Turn conflicts into opportunities for growth, fueling the journey together. So I do think that the conflicts referred to in this card have to do with that imbalanced energy that kind of ran through this reading. The transformation, obviously, with judgment and judgment is again here. There is definitely a feeling of coming into some kind of brand new life with this person. So you might see dragonflies. That's another sign. Sorry, this spread is very messy. I don't like that, but there's nothing I could do about it right now. I'll fix that in the next reading. Hang on, guys. I want to grab one more deck. Yeah, this reading is very long, but I do feel like I want to get one surrender card, one piece of advice from Spirit. Okay. My highest and best spirit guides, any more advice for my group number 1s to call their divine counterpart in faster, this great love. Okay, we have 2, so I'm going to take them. So first we have surrender procrastination. Now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. So a lot of this reading has been about balance, about balancing the things that you're passionate about, the things that you're pursuing, with the idea of love. So I am getting the sense that maybe some of you have been putting off love, or maybe just spending a lot of time attending to your passions or attending to your work. So they're saying, do not procrastinate on going out, doing things. It's that same piece of advice of if you're invited to something, go. Take steps to connect with other people. And then we have surrender to creativity. Let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. Let me just ask Spirit what they mean. So again, they're showing me doing things. So they mentioned someone before playing an instrument. They want you to imbibe in things that you love to attract love. That's it. That's the message. Do things that you love, that make you feel happy. Engage in the energy that you want to call in. That's a big piece of advice for this group, because it seems as if many of you have been spending a lot of time doing things that you have to do and not enough of the things that you want to do. Okay, my loves, I am going to close the reading out there. I really hope that you enjoyed that reading. Please let me know by giving this reading a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. And if nothing else, I send you so much love and so many blessings. Until the next reading, take very good care. Welcome, group number 2. Thank you so very much for being here. So for a while, I've been feeling like many people are coming into divine unionship at this time. And I'm feeling already with this group that you have been waiting and waiting and waiting. But I'm also feeling with this group that you haven't just been waiting. I do have this feeling as if there has been some kind of distress or something that you have been personally working through. So it's not like, oh, I've got everything together, all my ducks in a row I'm hearing, and now I'm just waiting for love. There is this feeling a little bit of you're still writing something, I'm hearing. R-I-G-H-T, writing something. So I'm not going to sugarcoat this, and you don't have to claim this. You can go to another reading. But with the timer here, there is this feeling as if there's a bit more to do before love enters. So I'm not saying that it's going to take another 3 years, but there is this feeling that we might get some messages in this group, in this reading, about what might be holding things up a little bit. And maybe that will help expedite the process. But just please be open, because I think this might be helpful. I am getting the sense that some of you are stabilizing after some kind of hurt. Even if the hurt was from 2 years ago, it almost feels as if it's finally coming up to be purged or to be cleared. You're finally disconnecting from that so that the timer almost can start. It feels as if the sands of time were frozen in time. That's how I just heard it. And now the sands are moving. Okay, now the time is moving, slowly bringing in this great love. I'm noting that the emotional distress has been prominent for this group, and now it's beginning to decrease. And you're becoming more spiritually aligned, I'm hearing. Your heart is opening more now. This might just be for a few of you, but some of you females might have been experiencing some female-related health issues. And you might have felt as if you wanted to attend to that first before calling a new partner in. Yeah, I'm just seeing the ovaries. You might have been struggling with something like that. That's just for a few of you. I just heard 25%, so that's quite a few of you, actually. If that resonates with anyone, please let me know down below. There might have been something off with menstruation. Okay, I'm going to move past that, but that might be a validator for someone. Okay, let's turn over the card. So when I asked about these cards, I asked, show me the overarching energy of this incoming great love. Okay, so we have time. Dedicate uninterrupted time to each other, focusing on creating meaningful experiences. Every moment together is a gem in the treasure of our love. Okay, so I'm just hearing the word loss. So the distress that some of you might have been about a loss of a loved one. So that when you come into this divine union with this person, or if you're already in divine unionship with this person, you might have this feeling of gratitude. You might have this feeling of time is of the essence. And my heart actually feels very heavy right now. You know, sometimes I want to be one of these readers that just every message is beautiful and, oh my God, it's going to be so great, and you're going to have a lot of money, and you're going to be in love. But my readings are always kind of complex, and I hope that I'm speaking to the lovely community who appreciates that, because, yeah, I don't know what to say about that. I can feel almost the heaviness in this group. And I feel as if time might have not felt as if it were on your side. So that when you come together with this person, it's going to be like you can exhale. But there is this sense of time feeling urgent, there not being enough time. Maybe you had a loss. And suddenly time is ticking louder because you have more gratitude around life. Carpe diem, I'm hearing. So, when we have a loss of some, loved one, we can feel as if right now we want to feel love and give love. And, we imbibe in our generosity of spirit because we don't want to waste any more time. So the word time might really hit right through your heart chakra for this group. The energy of this relationship feels very soft, decidedly different from group number 1. It feels gentle. It feels very loving, very heart forward. If you haven't met this person, when you meet them, it feels like a calm is going to wash over you before they even show up. So I have this list of questions that I always try to do for these readings, but my guides never do anything in a linear way, and I'm just going to respect it. So one of the signs that you might feel that they're coming in or that this is the one is you're going to feel this wash of calm over you that really has nothing to do with their looks or their career or their resume or the boxes that you would check off, those proverbial check boxes. You're going to feel as if time disappears and it's just you and them. I'm just getting such a big yes on this. So you might actually feel it through your body. You might get a clairsentient yes, whatever. You might not even know that you have that ability, but when you meet this person, you might actually feel as if time stops. I got another big yes on that. And it's your souls know each other. That came up in group 1, that was definitely a past life connection, but I reckon a lot of my community are old souls, many of you anyway. They're saying not all of you, but many of you. And so a lot of the divine unionships are going to be with souls that you have incarnated with before. They just showed me Egypt. So some of you might resonate with the Egyptian epoch. They just showed me Isis. Okay. So some of you might have been very strong in your divine masculine in past lives. You might have been the one to hold it together. And this time, this union is going to be not only more balanced, but you're going to be able to surrender. I'm feeling a lot more surrender to this divine unionship. And I'm calling it that, just like I did in group 1, because it does feel like that. But I'll call it a great love. Yeah, when I'm in the essence of this relationship, it feels like you're exhaling, like you're giving your weight over to this other person. They just showed me the Fool card for some reason. Okay, they're telling me why. So in the Fool card, there is this man holding this little pouch. And so they're saying, you're not going to be burdened with the baggage from your past. You're going to be able to go into this relationship anew, feeling light, feeling like you can put down your worries. This person is really going to calm your spirit. So focusing on creating meaningful experiences, where it says it in this card, they're saying that one of the first signs is you're going to feel this depth of meaning from the very beginning, from the moment you lock eyes. Yeah, there's something about seeing each other, looking into each other's eyes, and you're going to feel something before you actually feel attracted to each other. Okay, so it's cups before wands, right? There's this emotional settling before you feel that passion. I just ask, is this a slow burn? They're saying not exactly. It's that the burning part is not going to be front and center. It's going to feel heart-centered first. Okay? Okay, so they want me to move on. So for this group, they want me to use the catacorn. I took out half of my tarot decks because I was trying to energetically pick the tarot deck for each group, and they just said, go with it. For each group, we'll tell you which deck. So it's a little cluttered on my desk, which I don't love, but I trust my guides. Tarot deck and my highest and best spirit guides, please show us that which is kind, clear, and accurate for my group number 2s regarding their next great love. What do you want them to know about this next great love? Show me anything that you want them to know. I'm open. I'm listening. It's definitely that one. Judgment. Wow. That came out twice for group number 1. You guys are so connected. Whoa. Oh my God, 7 of Wands, and they got the 7 of Swords. That's very odd. Yeah, I hear you. And the Chariot, oh my God. Bottom of the deck, the 5 of Wands. And Strength. Very similar cards to group number 1. Okay. So let's start with these cards. Walk me through these cards, my guides. So with Judgment, they are saying it's time. Okay? What is it time for? It is time to move out of an energy where you feel as if you have to hold the line for everyone and everything. It's almost as if you were helping people or being very generous with other people. Did they mention that in this group? I don't remember anymore. And you were burned. And they want you to move on from that energy of being there for everyone all the time, giving of your energy all the time, all the time, all the time. They're saying that the sands of time might have been paused because you had to learn how to get out of an energy of proving yourself to other people or constantly needing to hold the line for everyone, being the medium between everyone and everything. Yeah, I mean, the Chariot being square between the 7 of Wands and the 5 of Wands really tells us you're getting out of this energy of fighting, of battling. That distressing energy that they tuned me into at the beginning of this card, some kind of distressing energy, whether that was a previous relationship or something with your family or with your friends. The Chariot and the Judgment tells me that you're coming into a new life. You're moving on from this currently. And because you're stronger, because of all of this energy that you're moving out of, your next great love can come in. I'm going to move on from this energy, but they wanted to sort of let you know it's time. The Judgment says it's time for this new chapter to begin. To get out of this energy of stress, of having to defend yourself. It's time to move on. Some of you might literally be moving in order to get away from stress. And generally, I don't. I think that there are a lot of ways to deal with difficult people, difficult family members. But because the Chariot shows up here, it is telling me that some of you might need physical distance from certain people. And this can definitely be a lover or some kind. Yeah, they just showed me the 3 of Swords. So I don't know if any of you were in a third-party relationship or you're divorcing someone because there was a betrayal. I'm not really sure. But with the Strength card being the last card here, because I am getting the energy that this is yours, okay, there is this sense that you are good and ready and grounded for this person to come in, but there has been a delay. Which they said at the beginning, right? With the sands of time. There was some, again, I don't like the word delay because I do think most things happen in the right way and at the right time. But I almost have the sense with this group that you had to get your strength about you, focus more on your needs. Not just protecting yourself, but leaving so you could focus more on yourself, less on defending yourself or battling needless battles, so that you can get back into your heart, so that you can start a new life. Some of you might have felt like you lost a lot of your energy, your literal energy, being in some kind of battle with other people. There's a lot of energy here. It's interesting that they were telling me not wands, but cups. And look at all the wands here that we don't want. We don't want these wands. So they're not saying not passion, but they're talking about the energy of expending a lot of energy on needless arguments, needless fighting, people who just take your life force energy. Leaving that behind, calling back your life force energy, calling back your strength, so that you could actually move forward in your life towards a great love. So, my guides, let's find out about this love. Tell me about this next great love. Tell me about this next great love. Okay, I don't know why there's a card upside down. Okay. Like, I feel like I need to ground myself right now. That's a little bit interesting. I just got a little dizzy when I tuned into this energy. Because I didn't ask them to tune me into your energy, but that's what I got, and I got it in my first group as well. So now, should they leave behind these people, places, things? Should they focus more on their own needs? Should they focus on strengthening themselves? Looking forward to turning over this new leaf? Being hopeful for the first time, perhaps in a long time. Dedicating uninterrupted time to themselves and their self-love. Then show me the great love that will then come in. Show me the great love that will then come in. Oh my goodness, we got temperance again. But I'm not going to take it because 3 cards came out. But I'm telling you guys, your energy is so similar to group number 1's because they also got temperance. Show me the energy of this relationship, please, of this next great love. Show me the energy of this next great love, please and thank you. No? They don't want that deck. That's why they were sticking. Show me the energy of this next great relationship, this next great love. Thank you. And we have, oh my God. What did I say? The 7 of Swords. And we have the 7 of Wands. Tell me more about the 7 of Swords. Oh, okay. The Fool. Which I said before. I mentioned the Fool, right? They told me the Fool. What they just said with the 7 swords is that they're going to take your baggage, which is exactly the message they said before, that you're going to come in with just this little pouch. You see how this owl is taking these swords away? This person is going to emotionally take that baggage away. We don't need any of this fighting. It's going to be calm. It's going to be centered. And it's validated by the Fool card. Lightness, levity. With Judgment and the Fool card, we see a brand new start with this person. Decidedly different from any relationship you have been in previously. That is so amazing. I'm hearing that you're going to feel carried. And some of you might bristle at that. You might, curse me in the comments and say, Merkaba energy healing, I don't need anyone to carry me. Well, you know what? You don't need anyone to carry you. But wouldn't it be nice to be carried from time to time? Wouldn't it be nice to be held from time to time? Think about that. If you had that reaction to that statement and now you're coming down from it, it might have been because you were in that energy so much in your life where you carried the burden for so many others, where you were the mediator, the one who went in between two people, the one who was trying to hold that line, I think they said before. So you might be so familiar with that role that you don't know what it is to give of your energy to someone else. And there's the sun on the bottom of the deck, so I want to take that. This person is going to bring light, levity, beauty, joy, laughter. The antithesis of the energy that you guys have been in with the aragonite, them highlighting stress energy, disconnecting from stressful energy. I don't know why the sunflowers are really speaking to me here. This could be someone that you could meet in springtime. Of course, you could always get a private reading with me or any other reader, but springtime does feel prominent. What else do you want to tell group number 2 about this next great love? What else do you want to tell them about this next great love? Show me clearly. This one? 4 of Pentacles. So I think that this is advice for, yes, this is advice for you group, for this group, okay? And then we have 8 of Cups on the bottom of the deck, which is leaving something behind. Okay, so we'll take it. And then we have 6 of Cups, which is the cup of, is the energy of restoration of innocence, okay? But I'm not going to just keep pulling cards. But the 8 of Cups was on the bottom of the deck. And there's definitely this energy with you guys about leaving something behind. Your person also might be leaving people, experiences that are really draining their energy. Now, what I want to say with the 4 of Pentacles, because I do think that that's part of the advice, although we will get advice, is that because you have been perhaps in some conflicting, stressful energy, your hope might have, I'm hearing the word hope, that might have decreased somewhat. You might have felt as if you're running out of time. You might be holding your cards close to your chest. So there's a little bit of advice here to come out a little bit, to go out a little bit. I'm going to get some oracle cards for you on this, but there is this energy of be aware of, they're showing me someone in a sweatshirt with their hood on looking down at their feet, right? There's this energy of being cloaked without realizing that your energy is cloaked. There's this advice about opening up your energy so that you can be seen. Can we get a bit more advice, please, about their next great love and how they can bring them in? A little bit more advice, please. A little bit more advice, please. What do you want to tell my group number 2s about calling this person in? We have 2. We have 6 of Wands, which is amazing, you guys. Why is 6 of Wands so amazing here? Because they literally just said that you need to be seen. 6 of Wands is literally about being seen. It's literally about being celebrated. It's victory. This person is front and center and everyone is holding reverence for them and looking up to them and saying, congratulations, or cheering them on, whatever it might be. I just had a vision of a marathon. So I don't know if any of you have been wanting to try doing a marathon of some sort. But yeah, it's this energy of being seen and having people cheer you on, allowing your voice to be heard, allowing yourself to be front and center. And that's also the Leo card, strength card, right? That we have over here. Leo is all about letting yourself be seen. Okay, some of you might have, show me that, please. Leo in the 10th house? The 11th house. Okay, 10th or 11th house. Something about being seen in your community. advice for you guys. Coming out with this little owl. Look at him, so cute. So happy in the sun. There is something about going out and letting yourselves be seen. And with the Ace of Cups following that, there's this clear story that when you do that, when you stop holding your cards close to your chest, when you get out of any kind of defensive mode, and you really imbibe in your own beauty, and you allow yourself to imbibe in the notion that you really are beautiful. I keep hearing that. There's this sense that maybe some of you have been waiting for a long time and you've really lost hope. And there's Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You remember I mentioned Three of Swords before. Like there might be a feeling of just heartache or heartbreak in this group where you just have lost some hope. And they're saying, please restore your hope and know that you're worthy of love. When you know that you're worthy of love and you let yourself be seen, your person is going to be able to find you. And your cup is going to overflow with this person. Now let me get some signs that they're coming in. Let's get some signs that they're coming in. Show me very clearly signs that they're coming in. Okay, that's upside down. Signs that this person is coming in, please, that this great love is coming in for my group number 2s. No. One, please, one card. Signs that this person is coming in. Signs that this person is coming in. Thank you. Oh, and we have halo. A halo of loyalty surrounds your world together. What did I say before? This relationship is really going to be marked with some kind of genuine, loving, maybe it's even some kind of angelic energy with the word halo here. So this is a little bit strange. I don't like zoos, but I just heard the word zoo. So I don't know if somebody is going to go to a zoo or go to a sanctuary, see animals in this way. Or just penguins in general might be a direct sign. And I'm hearing also winter could be a significant time for this group. Okay, they're also showing me something interesting. Do you know sometimes when you take a photograph and there's kind of a halo effect because of the lens? They're saying that there might be a halo effect in a picture that you take. That might be a sign that you're about to meet your person. What else? What else? What else, my spirit guides? Yeah, they're also saying that you might actually see some birds nuzzling each other, which is interesting because now we have the polish card, which is these stones nuzzling each other, like something rubbing together. Polish, forge stronger bonds through mutual polishing. You might have met this person New Year's. This is speaking fireworks to me. That's for a few of you. You might have met this person already, just now, because I'm going to publish this at the beginning of 2026. There's something about two things coming together. It's twos. The number 2 might also be prominent. Can you say more? What is this? Okay, it's again that feeling that when you meet them, there's going to be this immediate sense, you're going to feel it. The sparks that they're showing here is clairsentience. It is sort of this vibration in the body, sparks in the body. That's a sign that they're coming in or that you're speaking to them. Show me any other signs, please, for my group number 2s about this person coming in. Signs that this person is coming in. Please and thank you. Signs that this person is coming in. Okay. And then we have lock. Lock your commitment away from the world's interference. That's really interesting, you guys, because there is a lot of interference that you guys have been experiencing. Okay? So what is the sign? Again, it's that feeling that when you meet them, all of that interference is just going to fall away. It's like they're going to unlock something in you, unlock this serenity, this peace. It could be something literal, because they just showed me that machine that copies keys. Sometimes it's in supermarkets or at malls where there's a kiosk where you can copy keys, or you might find a key somewhere. I also just saw a locket, a necklace that looks like a locket. And interestingly, on the bottom of the deck, we have spark. So again, I do feel like there's going to be some kind of spark when you meet this person or right before you meet this person. Now, I'm going to end the reading with advice from Spirit. We got a little bit of advice, but I want to get a direct surrender card for you guys. Advice for my group number 2s to call this person in faster. Thank you. Oh, wow. And we have surrender your fear of change. With the judgment card here, there is this feeling of huge change. The universe is reminding you that you are cared for always, whether you're afraid of a change in your job, your health, or relationship, or if you fear aging or death, repeat the affirmation, I have faith that all is well. I think this is very important for this group, because they had said before that this group might not have felt a lot of hope recently, or you might have felt like you were running out of time, or time wasn't on your side. And some of you might have been, again, with the Four of Pentacles, holding your emotional self close to your chest, not allowing yourself to be seen, not allowing yourself to imbibe in the notion that love is available to you, partially because it might significantly change the course of your life. They're showing it to me as if your arm was asleep and you're shaking it to bring it back to life, and it kind of feels like pins and needles. Again, spark and this energy about something in your body coming back to life. It can feel painful to begin with. You know, when your arm is asleep and it comes back to feeling, it feels painful. So there is this sense with this group that you might fear this change because you don't necessarily trust that it's going to feel good. And so there's a lot of encouragement and support and love for this group that it's time. It's time to surrender to this new chapter. It's time to open up your heart, because now is the time for love. So please be reminded that any notion you have that love is not coming needs to be discarded now. You need to let yourself be seen. You need to let yourself be heard so that your person can find you. Okay, my dear ones, I'm going to close the reading out there. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and if nothing else, I send you so much love and so many blessings. Until the next reading, take very good care. Welcome, group number 3. So today we are asking our highest and best spirit guides only about your next great love. We're asking Spirit about the energy of this relationship, signs that this person is coming in, and advice. It may not be in that order. Spirit will show me whatever they want as the reading progresses. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for everyone who has been sending well wishes my way. I appreciate it so very much. So, asking my guides to please tune me in to the collective who chose message number 3 with this lovely rose and the Bolivianite. I'm hearing the word fragrant. That might make sense with the rose, but I'm almost feeling the sense of as if someone might have bought a new perfume. I'm feeling this feeling of glow up energy, working on the self, making yourself feel more confident, feeling more attractive, getting ready to sort of go out and attract your partner. Let me just please, my guides, tune me into the energy of collective number 3, please. Yeah, I just heard I want to be seen. Very different from the other groups. Wow. Bolivianite brings an increase of a sense of hope. It gets rid of unwanted thoughts in the mind, and it increases senses of compassion, kindness, and hope. So I wonder if you guys have been feeling a lot more heart opening recently, specifically towards yourself. I just heard, I'm looking fine. I just heard someone say that. As if you're looking in the mirror and you're seeing yourself brand new. I do have a sense that some of you have been doing something physically. Getting a haircut. I'm seeing laser surfacing, skin resurfacing, laser hair removal. I'm seeing all of these services of some sort that help you feel your best. I'm seeing massage. I'm seeing lymphatic drainage. As if you're blooming now. I feel as if this group is blooming. And I'm hearing blooming in your dimensionality. It's interesting because Bolivianite is a combination of stones of fuchsite and fluorite. I think there's another stone. I have a sense that I just heard getting your groove back. I have this sense of dimensionality with this group where you are starting to understand that your beauty lies in your dimensionality, in the ways that you're different from others. They're showing me the thorns on this rose, where you're starting to understand where you might have felt pricked by others or pricked others, and that wasn't that you were rejected or rejecting others. You were just parsing out what was right for you and what wasn't, as other people might have with you. And you're coming to a state of almost appreciation that relationship didn't work out or you separated from that friend. They're showing me a rear view mirror in a car, as if you're looking back and you're saying, I understand why that happened. Okay, that makes sense. That person wasn't meant to be in my life. Ooh, I'm lighting up like a Christmas tree. Oh my God. There's this energy of knowing yourself and knowing why things happen. And it feels confident and it feels calm and it feels balanced and it feels strong. It almost feels as if the two other groups' energies are compiled in this group. I'm hearing your coming out stage. It's very interesting. And I hold you up high if you are literally coming out. It's almost as if because you have let yourself bloom, that this person can now find you. Of the 3 groups, this group feels as if they're the most close to their divine unionship. And as much as I try to do these love readings and make them the next possible relationship, most of my community, your next relationship is going to be a divine union. Okay, I'm not getting anything else. Let's turn the card over. Okay, so your card, so let me just say, when I asked this for these cards for these 3 groups, I did ask the question, what is the general energy of this great love? So when you're going to be in this union, what is the general energy going in? And we have the word gratitude, which is really quite beautiful. Keep a gratitude journal to reflect on the positives of your relationship. I guard our connection with gratitude, recognizing the richness it provides. Okay, for most of you who have been here for a while, you know that I will draw cards and then I will step away from my altar for a while so that I don't remember what was written on the cards, so that I can come in like a blank slate, like a tabula rasa. Okay. Very interesting how they said with the Bolivianite that you guys are holding more gratitude, I'm going to use that word now, for your dimensionality. And I think it's just lovely that it says that you're reflecting on the positives of this relationship, because this is my lesson to you guys that I'm going to pass down as wisdom. I sincerely believe that when we learn more and more about ourselves and we appreciate the lessons about ourselves that we learn, and we begin to see more of our beauty because of the lessons that we've learned, we begin to get closer to real abundance, including love. So what I mean by this is I really feel as if this group has started to accept, but also appreciate all of your cracks, all of your crevices, all of your nooks and crannies, or whatever you want to call them, and are seeing the beauty in those. You're not just looking for the positives versus the negatives. It's that you're naturally seeing more of yourself in your dimensionality, and you're loving that dimensionality. And that is what is going to be the mark of this great love. You're going to love this person because of their dimensionality, because of, they're showing me a rainbow and light refracting off of the rainbow, almost like that Led Zeppelin CD cover that ages me a little bit, but you know, their album cover, as if it's not just the rainbow that's beautiful, it's also what's not so rainbow-like, what's not so stereotypically beautiful. It's where there's some kind of bend in the light, where it's not a perfect rainbow, but some kind of bend or crack in the light that tells of the depth of this person, that you're going to fall in love with that. So already I'm getting a sense that when you meet this person, you're going to feel this sense of still waters run deep. This might not be someone who talks a lot, who says a lot, but when they speak, oh, it's full of weight. It's full of meaning. This relationship is going to be marked with depth. We'll see what the Tarot says. But there's going to be this ease with this person because you're not going to look for the light. You're going to see all of them and you're going to appreciate all of them. And that's what's going to make you fall in love with them, because they're a mirror of your healed self. This group has done a lot of healing, a lot of dark nights of the soul, a lot of phoenix energy, a lot of rising. Beautiful. Okay, let's get some more information now about this relationship. Okay, in the last two groups, the first part was about you, and then more of the relationship. We'll see what my guides want to show me. Tell me more about this great love. Okay, that did not shuffle well. I got distracted. I have a cat who has the zooms around me. She's running around like a little cotton ball out of hell. Okay, my guides and this tarot deck, please show me that which is kind, clear, and accurate for my group number 3s now. The energy of this great love. Show me very clearly. Show me the energy, please, of this great love, or anything else that you want to show me. Yeah, they're going to show me the energy that you guys have been in. Okay. I'm going to not take that because there's so many cards. Can you show me that again, please? Wow, look at all these. So first of all, 3 cards came out in 2 different times, and you're group 3. So the numbers 333 might be important for this group. Okay, again, my spirit guides. Show me whatever you want about this great love. Okay, I'm going to take them. Four of Swords, Three of Wands. We have a third three, Nine of Pentacles. Okay. And then bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Wands. This is some kind of very passionate, very energetically deep relationship. Wow. Walk me through these cards, please. Yeah. So they said before already, there has been a lot of healing in this group. That's the Four of Swords. They're validating that you guys have done tremendous inner work. Tremendous inner work. And now you're ready for this person to come in. Because you've healed something inside of yourself, where you have appreciated, given gratitude even for the parts of yourself that you denounced or did not hold in high regard, or that you shoved down. You are now in a place where you're allowing yourself to celebrate those parts of yourself. And there's this anticipatory energy with the Three of Wands that this person is coming in. Now you're just waiting. You're not just waiting, though, in some kind of prostrated form. You're waiting in your power. Your Nine of Pentacles. You feel rich without this person, and you will simply feel richer with this person. That is why this person is coming in. Fast with the Ace of Wands. Passionate. Because you haven't been waiting for them in the proverbial sense of, I'm giving my hand over my forehead like this, like I have the vapors or something like this. It's, where is my love? No, you have not been in that at all. You have been working on yourself. You've been turned inward a bit. You've been healing. You've been conserving more of your energy. This is also that energy of moving out unwanted thoughts, given that this is swords, and they mention that with the Bolivianite. And increasing feelings of hope, which they also said with the Bolivianite. This is hope with the Three of Wands. This is increased energy of anticipation. The sun is coming out. But I'm not waiting pitifully. I'm waiting because I feel bountiful, right? The Nine of Pentacles is beauty. Look at me, I'm a beautiful little bird. Look at all of my pentacles. I am full of abundance. Come find me, great love, because I see my own abundance within myself. I see my abundance within myself. Well, they're coming. In this particular deck, this baby bird always gives me messages. So let me just tune in. Tell me more about this Ace of Wands, will you please? Interesting, we have the Two of Wands after. Tell me about the Ace of Wands, please. Okay, this person actually might have children, or you might have a child. Oh. They're also saying that this could also represent the inner child, which I know some people bristle at. Not everyone likes talking about the inner child. But I do feel as if there's a part of you that called out for love, and you heeded the call to that part of you, that inner child. And because you answered her, you answered him, the Two of Wands, the Three of Wands, this person can now come in. You're feeding a part of yourself. You're healing a part of yourself that needed healing. And now you're feeding that part of yourself that has now been integrated, if that makes sense. There's a literal call, the way this baby bird is calling. There's a call to your divine counterpart. I'm here. And it's loud and it's strong. Come find me. There might have been some healing with a mother figure I heard here. Or there might have been some healing with a mother figure. Sometimes healing with a parent is necessary to call in great love, because our greatest love should be our parent, right? With our parent first, before intimate love. So there might have been some healing around that. Let me get a bit more. I feel like, where should I go next, Spirit? Okay. My guides, please show me very clearly the energy of this relationship. Please show me very clearly the energy of the, whoa, okay, that's too many. The energy of this relationship. Please show me the energy of this relationship, okay? Okay, so we have the Five of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles. One second, let me get one more here. Energy of this relationship. Show me one card, please. One more card. These cards stick a lot. The energy of this relationship. Thank you. Interesting. So we have Four of Cups on the bottom and Four of Wands here. So we have 3, 3, 3. And then we have 4, 4. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. Your reading is a little bit more complex than the other ones. Okay, my spirit guides, show me what the Five of Swords means with the 8. I feel like these are together and then these are together. The Five of Swords. Okay. So they're telling me a few different things. They're saying in previous relationships, you might have been the one working very hard to keep the peace, is how I'm hearing it. I think that's why feeling gratitude for the positives of this next great love is going to be such a big deal, because you might have felt like you were always trying to bring your partner to a grounded place, to an even place. There might have been a lot of fighting in that relationship, a lot of hard work, which, listen, every relationship requires some degree of effort, but it should not feel like you're building a house. It should not feel like you're running a marathon. That's actually really incorrect. I just want to put that out there. Life should not be that hard. Love should not be that hard, okay? With the Four of Cups on the bottom of the deck, there's this energy that both of you are rejecting people that are going to ask you to put so much in and give so very little. That's ending. No more. This person is going to put in the work, but I think they said that with the Bolivianite, there's going to be more effortlessness in this relationship. There's not going to be a lot of fighting in this relationship. It's going to be clear communication. It's going to feel balanced. You're going to feel very on point with one another. I find it interesting that the Four of Swords are here and then the Five of Swords are here. There's this sense of healing, this old vibration of needing to fight, needing to bring people's tempers down. Because I just heard a splash of cold water. You might have had a partner who had a bit of a temper. You might have had a partner who worked all the time. You might have had a parent who worked a lot, I just heard as well, who was just never there. With the Four of Wands landing calmly on the table as your final energy of this great love, we see somebody who is stable. With the Wands, this is not just emotionally stable, energetically stable. With the 2 fours here, we see a lot of stability. A lot of even give and take. This celebratory energy here, I love how these two people who are wearing the graduation robes, there's a blue and a red here. And when I saw the splash of cold water, it looked blue on red to me. And now I just noticed that here. There's almost a yin-yang effect in this relationship, right? One of you might be more conservative. One of you might be more liberal. One of you might run a little bit high energy. One of you might be a little bit more laid back. Okay? One of you might be a water sign. One of you might be a fire sign, this kind of energy. But this energy is going to be, in this relationship, it's going to be even and balanced energetically across the board. High level commitment relationship. Now, I can't help but notice all the roses, you guys. Roses, I just got a big yes on roses. Roses may be very significant for this group. I don't know necessarily what the significance of the roses. Of course, people know it to be love, but there are red roses here. Let me just ask my guides. Well, they said the bit about the thorn, right? Where you might have been pricked quite a few times before. And they're even holding up those bouquets. I don't know, there might be something literal with roses. Someone might actually give you roses. I think I heard the word fragrant before because I'm smelling, I'm having some clair aliens now. I'm smelling roses now. I don't know what that is. Maybe you'll smell I'm also hearing the word jasmine. You might smell a perfume or a fragrance, or you might buy a certain fragrance that smells like roses or rose water I'm getting. You might be using rose water. I don't know. There's something very prominent about roses for this group. High commitment. Now, I want to get some messages about signs that they're coming in. Can you give me signs that this person, when this person is coming in? Show me signs, please, that this person is coming in. Okay. The Emperor. That's how we started off. Okay. When you feel rooted, grounded, and in your power, that's when this person is coming in. And that's why I think this person is coming in very quickly for this group, because you have healed so much and you're definitely in your Emperor energy. You're definitely in your strength. Some of you might be fire signs. Can you show me more, please? What other signs that this person is coming in? What other signs? Oh my God, and we got the Four of Wands again. That's bizarre. So with this, that's really bizarre. Okay. With this particular Four of Wands, they're showing me a real wedding. So if you are soon invited to a wedding, that might be a sign that you're going to meet your person. You might meet your person at a wedding or some kind of festivities. Hold on, they're telling me to inspect this card a bit. I love this deck, but I don't love this particular card. It doesn't give me a right feeling. It's almost like this is only for one or two of you. If you go on dates, if you're someone who dates and you meet somebody, I'm hearing a sheep in a wolf in sheep's clothing, because I don't like this woman with the horns. I don't know, she rubs me the wrong way. They're saying if your next date is really a bad one, I know this is a weird sign, they're saying that's actually a sign that the next person you're going to date is going to be the right person. So if you just dated somebody who seemed like all the things in one and ended up being kind of an asshole, that's a sign that the next person that's coming in is going to be your person. I know it's a very strange message, but that's what I'm getting. And I respect the messages my spirit guides give me. But 2 4 of wands, and now we have 4 4 4, and we have 3 3 3 3. Okay, so you might have just repeating numbers before you meet that person. I know that's a bit trite, but it's showing up in the reading, so I have to honor it. Let's get one more sign from the tarot deck, and then we'll get oracles. Any other signs that say that this person is coming in? I'm feeling, no? I don't know, it felt a little bit like spring. They said it could be much earlier than that. For those of you listening in January 2026, what other signs for my group number 3 that this person is about to come in? Whoa, that just flew out. Okay, so there's the winter. Okay, yeah, you guys might meet them in winter. 5 of Pentacles, this might be something literal. Some of you might pass a church or visit a church. This feels almost like you'll be on a vacation somewhere and visit some kind of old church or see a beautiful ornate building. Quite literally, they're giving me that. Stained glass windows, I'm hearing. Of course, this is a kind of stained glass, I think, but they're saying that to me as a prominent sign. There's something here giving me, this is giving me the energy of someone who is homeless. So I wonder if you're going to give some kind of charity or go to a charity event or be invited to a charity event. You might have recently given charity to an organization, donated something, donated clothing, I'm hearing. You might have donated clothing to a church. Something like this where you were generous in some way. Hold on one second. Yes, because they just told me to look at the bottom of the deck and I wasn't going to do that. If any of these signs recently showed up, your person is coming in. Some of you might have seen the King of Cups many times in recent love readings. Please let me know in the comments down below if you have been seeing repeated King of Cups. This is a very loving, very wonderful person coming in for you guys. It feels quite imminent. And imminent is different for everyone. Timing is very diffuse with spirit, but it feels soon. Okay, let's get a few oracle cards. What else do you want me to know? What else do you want this collective to know about this great love? Show me 1 or 2 cards, please. Show me about this great love. Any signs? Yeah, let's get some more signs. I feel like I want a couple more signs. Any other signs you want to show us that this great love is coming in, that this group will know, group number 3? Anything else? Yes. Ooh, and we have inheritance. Learn from the past, inherit wisdom for the future. Inheritance. Let me just sit with this for a second. Okay, so the first thing that I was just getting was this idea of something from the past, because they showed a healing card, the 4 of Swords, and then they highlighted somebody that you dated was not what you thought. So they want you to learn from your past experiences. When you go into this next partnership, I'm hearing, watch out for red flags. Not that the person is going to have red flags, but basically don't keep dating the same person over and over again. Otherwise, you'll be left out in the cold. They're not saying this is going to happen, but they are saying that sometimes the world will kind of test you, even though I don't love that word, that someone may cross your path that looks very much like past people, and your job is to say no to them. And that's what they were saying with this 4 of Wands, with this kind of creepy woman here. Now, you might actually receive a literal inheritance just because the card is giving that to me. So that might be a literal sign because I'm asking for signs. You might also sign some kind of contract. You might go into business with somebody. You might sign on a new house. If you're signing a deed over, or you're signing a contract, a mortgage, even a divorce paper, if you're signing papers in some way, that's also a sign that this person is coming in. Now, let me get one final card of advice from Spirit. Any other advice for my group number 3s about this relationship, about this great love? Anything else you want them to know about this great love? Anything else you want? Thank you. Oh my God. Oh my God, group number 3. We have commitment, 4 of Wands and 4 of Wands. Okay, this is going to be the person you're going to marry. Point blank, period. Drop the mic. Can't make that up with Emperor energy. It's because you are in your power, you guys. Okay, so get ready. If you want to get married, you want a commitment for life, this next person, again, choose wisely, I just heard. Make sure that this is not a wolf in sheep's clothing. If you just came back and told your girlfriends, your boyfriends that you just went on a date with somebody who looked fine as hell, but ended up being an ass, you better believe that the next person coming in, because you said no to them even though they were fine, okay? I think that's part of the test for you guys, because I think they said something about a glow up with you guys. You guys might be really attractive, okay? So you might attract really attractive people. If you say no to a very attractive person because their heart wasn't in it, they were not all the things in the end, okay? That's your test that you're passing, and you're going to call in your great love. Commitment. Commitment is the line drawn of the future, painted with trust. That's that devilish energy I was getting with this woman. Someone from your, like someone you dated, or I don't know what experience you had, was not trustworthy, but you were calling in a committed love. Now, let's get a final card for you guys, a surrender card, a last piece of advice for you guys for this great love to come in expeditiously. Is that a word? In a very fast way, okay? I don't know why the cards are so smushed on the table here. But anyway, I'm not going to get so OCD about this. I just want it to look nice for you guys. Okay. Whatever. So, advice for my group number 3s. Last piece of advice, my highest and best spirit guides show us very clearly. Advice for my group number 3s. Yeah, I'm hearing get it together, pull it together. That sounds harsh, but but that's not what they mean. That's not what they mean. It's wrap yourself up in a bow, right? Make sure that you feel good and you look good and you're in the energy you want to be in if this person were to step up to you right now. That's what they wanted to say. Okay, I feel like that card really wants to speak to us. Oh, and again, surrender to trust. They just said that. Commitment is the line drawn of the future, painted with trust. Okay, repeated messages, you guys. That might be a big sign. You see repeated numbers, repeated songs, they just showed me a side of a bus where you see an advertisement over and over and over again. There's something about repeated messages for this group for sure. But we have surrender to trust. Trust yourself and your decisions. That's the Emperor card. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. Guys, you have definitely chosen the right path. Okay, that was the overwhelming energy from the jump with the Bolivianite and the gratitude card. Trust yourself, trust your decisions, because the energy that you guys are in is going to be the energies that you're magnetizing to you. You trust yourself, you're in your power, you're healed, you're expecting love to come in, you feel abundant. All of those energies are now going to be reflected in this great love that's coming in. Imminently, I keep hearing. Imminently, as long as you reject, again, 4 of Cups, this creepy woman on the 4 of Wands, as long as you reject people that look like they have all the bells and whistles, but you know that they're a few grades below you in heart, in energy, in personality, you must walk away from something that looks good, but is not all the things, right? That's your test. Trust that the right person who is beautiful and energetically sound and healthy and balanced is right around the corner. Do not settle, you guys. I feel like that's a big message as well, which I feel like you know, but you're being reminded. Trust your instincts when it comes to love. Okay, that is your reading, group number 3. It sounds pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. And if you like the video, please do give the video a thumbs up. It helps my channel grow. And subscribe if you haven't. I would love for you to be part of our tribe here. If nothing else, I send you so much love, so many blessings in love. Until the next reading, take very good care.